everybody, my name is Starrapter and welcome to my Star Wars Resistance Season 1 review. This airs on the Disney Channel. Before I get into the review, yes, it airs on the Disney Channel. I know a lot of the Star Wars fans in the community have been like, yeah, it's just for kids, it's only on the Disney channels. Well, that is completely false because there's a lot to enjoy from all different age ranges for this TV show. And in this review, I'm going to tell you exactly why that is. Let's dive into the plot for Star Wars Resistance Season 1. We have a brand new character in Star Wars. His name is Kazudo, Xiono, or Kaz for short. This takes place before The Force Awakens, by the way. And he is in the New Republic Navy in the beginning of this series. He is then pulled into the Resistance thanks to Poe Dameron. He is then given a mission by General Leia to go spy on First Order activity on the Colossus, which is this refueling station on this planet that is a water world called Castilon. While he's on this station, there are these people that do these races with the ships, and he kind of assimilates into this one crew called Fireball Crew. And, well, he basically learns how to fix these ships because he has no mechanical experience before that. He then gets involved with the crew, and he becomes a pilot for this ship, and lots of First Order activity gets explored into this, and it's all about Kaz just finding out what part he plays in the Resistance, how he becomes a better spy. And that's all I want to really talk to you guys about without getting too much into spoilers. So things I like about this series, first off, is the animation style. You notice it is very much like a shell-shaded kind of design. It's a very unique, very striking design. I really dug it. I don't usually watch a lot of anime, but man, this thing is pretty awesome because it's got like that 2D kind of feel, but it really is 3D. So that really shines. It does bring like a kind of a bright kind of attitude to this show, which does, without giving too much away, get darker as the episodes go on, as the season progresses. So it does lend itself really well to the overall design of this station called the Colossus, which is excellent. There are so many little nooks and crannies, and I like how every episode pretty much in this first season of 20 episodes goes into different parts of the Colossus. It really shows that there is a living world here. In all of these episodes, you'll see background characters walking back and forth. You'll see characters pop up again that had little storylines. So it does kind of encompasses the world and make it feel like you're actually there and things are progressing on a day-by-day basis on the Colossus. And this story has such strong characters. So I talked about Kazudo Xiono, and now we have other characters like the character of Tora Doza. Her father is Captain Doza of the entire platform. So she's kind of like, the kid that is sheltered a lot, and she is one of the ace pilots. And we have a whole team of these people that kind of keep the pirates at bay, because that is the main threat at the beginning of this season, is these pirates attacking the Colossus. We also have a character, his name is Jarek Yeager, and he is a rebellion ex-military guy who has lots of history. He is sort of like the mentor figure to Kaz when Poe Dameron leaves him there to go assimilate and spy on the First Order. We have some really strong First Order characters, such as the character of Commander Pyre. We have lots of other alien species which you see all over the ship. We have one of my favorite characters introduced in Star Wars. His name is Niku. He is a Nikto. He is very much a character that is literal in every sense of the word. We also have another character named Tamra Vor. She's also another mechanic, and her storyline is just phenomenal. She has such great character development, and that's what I could say about every one of these major characters, is we do see them grow. We do see them go through trials and tribulations to make them different by the end of the first season. Also, the First Order is a huge part of this season. I love how we see the First Order kind of getting under the skin of Captain Doza, trying to take over the platform, basically. And we see what the First Order behaves like before it's all-out war. Remember, this is kind of like the Cold War era, right before things flare up with Starkiller Base. So the First Order is trying to get on the platform, trying to build up like a base of sorts, and you see characters actually reacting to the First Order as if they're sympathizing with them, because they haven't seen the First Order do anything incredibly bad yet, so they actually have some faith in the First Order. So it's nice to get that perspective from certain characters saying that no, the First Order are good, whereas you have Kaz, whose mission is to just spy on these guys. He knows that they're going to be up to something. He knows that they're doing wrongdoing. So that to me is very strong, flipping it on its head with the evil organizations in Star Wars. I also did enjoy how this season really stood on its own 2 feet. I don't want to really compare this too much to other Star Wars series because it's completely different, but like looking at Star Wars Rebels, the first season, we have so many cameos that just didn't really fit. I feel like all the small cameos that we had, like Captain Phasma and Poe Dameron, we have BB-8, all these characters kind of filled in the story gaps and actually helped progress the story in meaningful ways that just weren't, oh, we're going to get more viewers this week, let's throw in this character. And yeah, that doesn't happen with Star Wars Resistance. Everything is happening for a specific purpose. And also, I do like that this is the first TV series that doesn't rely at all on the Force. So we're seeing a different side of Star Wars, because Star Wars is vast. It's not just about Jedi, right? There's lots of different bounty hunters and smugglers and just people trying to scrape by. And this is a great representation of what normal life is like before war, right? At the beginning of this season, it is in between, you know, what happened with the destruction of the Death Star and what's going on with Starkiller Base. So this is really like Star Peace, if you want to call it that at this point, and we get to see what the characters are doing. So all in all, this is a season that is very strong. The only thing that kind of held me back from absolutely loving this is, yes, I did mention it's on the Disney Channel, so they're gonna have to have some stuff in here for the kids, some goofy little bits that, you know, sometimes they went on a little bit too long or just were not to my liking, and I gotta respect that. But with that being said, I'm going to give Star Wars Resistance Season 1 a score of a 9 out of 10. That is the highest score I've given for a premiere season for a Star Wars series. I think they did a phenomenal job with really keeping us, you know, engaged this whole season. Yes, maybe the first half isn't that exciting compared to the second half, but I promise you, if you stick with it past the first couple episodes, you will be hooked, and you're going to be happy that you actually watched Season 1, because it's going to play very heavily into the events of the sequel trilogy of films. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But yes, this is a must-watch season of TV. I cannot stress that enough to you guys. I know there's a lot of you out there that are saying, again, you know, oh, the art style is much kiddie-like, and no, this show is actually getting pretty dark. So definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. So if you like this review, I actually reviewed every single episode of Star Wars Resistance Season 1 on the channel, so if you go and watch the season over, you can go back and check out those videos. I also talk about Star Wars on a weekly basis, so if you like what I had to say in this video, make sure you go ahead and support the channel by simply subscribing. That is going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.